What's going on, traders? Welcome back to another recap video. Man, today was a little crazy for us in our live stream session that we traded today. We traded with the LTE team as always, like we do every morning at market open. If you guys want to tune in and join our Learn to Earn team, you can by simply signing up with the first link in the description below. It's free access, 100% free, guys. Lifetime access. And if you get in now, you will not get charged if I do make it a paid community. But right now it is 100% free. Get in now while it is free, as it may not be free for long, guys. We're providing a lot of great education and information to you, and you get so much when you join for free. You get these recap videos on my trades where we're up 2% on the day. It's actually 2.68%. This is a little off, but making 2% a day. You get access to my live trading sessions every morning when I go live with our Learn to Earn team. Ask me questions, get inside my head, and actually communicate with me as I'm taking the trades. Why did I buy? Why did I sell? And also my thought process behind it. And you can also get along and talk with other people just like you who want to do the same thing. And that's learn how to make money in the stock market. So there is a lot of stuff, a lot of value in our group, and a lot of value in what I do here for everyone. So I appreciate your guys' time. Now let's get into the recap. So first trade of the day coming in, I actually took it in bed. Yeah, probably shouldn't have, but it was 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It was about 6:02 my time, about 100 shares at $3.04 on ELAB. Now I bought ELAB because it started showing signs of momentum. And as you all know, I love trading early morning pre-market momentum stocks. Oh, there goes my phone. And then later in the day, when we get on with the LTE team, then I'll trade the first 30 minutes to an hour of open, trading, mid cap, large cap stocks, maybe a few other market runners or momentum trades for the day. But don't hold swing trades. Don't hold any positions overnight. I'm not a long-term investor, and I want you guys to all be aware of that. Okay, a lot of times people think because I go long on Sound and it sells off, they want to give me a hard time because they think I'm holding at all-time highs. I'm not. I already got my money, locked it in, and got out. Or if I short a position, we'll get into some shorting a little later on in the year, but a lot of times people think I'm holding a short, and I'm not. I don't hold positions overnight. It's not what I do. And I very rarely hold positions longer than an hour. I usually will only trade within that live trading session. Sometimes we'll get a little bit of a lack of progress to the direction I want, and I'll wait a little longer, and I'll give you guys updates in our trade ideas section of the Discord when that does happen. So again, a lot of great information. You're not going to miss anything when you join this community. I show it all to you, transparency. Look, you can even see my account here, 5 days, 5-day cumulative. We're up 10% in 5 days, guys. Would you like to make 10% a week? You definitely can. There's all my trades for the month of January. There's nothing to hide here. Very transparent. So if this is your first time watching recap video, I would consider you checking out one of our live streams. We go live, we have a lot of fun. I answer questions that other people ask, and you may even answer some questions you may be thinking right now by simply watching the live. And that's what makes it so great, that we can learn from my mistakes, we can learn from my successes, and hopefully I can be a catalyst in your trading journey for you to become successful. And so early morning, I saw this pop up. We made $24. We were able to lock that in with ELABs. Guys, I sold at 328. Had this nice push up, came back down, pushed up, came back down, tested this moving average, still looking very good. But on this doji candle, I really thought it was just going to tank. I thought this thing was just going to go and just crash hard. Just down, you know what I mean? I really thought that. And when that wasn't the case and it pushed higher, moving up another 58%, $1.77 per share on 100 shares. Oh man, I missed out on $200 today by selling too early. But I still managed to take a piece of it. We're not going to be a perfect trader every single time. And I would have liked to have traded this again on the bounce at 4 to 480, making an additional amount of money. But it was a little bit too volatile, just a bit too much for my account to handle. It was saying that it was too volatile for the amount of money I had available to trade. Okay, and that could happen sometimes too if you deposit money and you have a waiting period like 3 to 5 days or something. So nonetheless, made some money here. Locked in our first $24 on the day before. I mean, what was that? From 6:02 to 6:14 in 12 minutes, I locked in $25. Now it would have been nice to hold a little longer, just a little longer, guys. Another 20 minutes of holding, and I would have been up $200 in less than 30 minutes. Okay, and that's okay. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. It's not what we do here, but we do like to recap our trades to see where we could have done better. And by understanding that this was very risky and it's actually back below the price I sold, we did a great trade. This was beautiful. We bought at lows. We didn't sell at highs, but we sold for profit. And when it hit that double top, it got rejected and began selling off and still selling off. So very nice trade on my part. Probably not the best idea to trade in bed. Even getting out of bed and just waiting a few more minutes till maybe I got to my trading station, we would have been fine. Waiting till 7 o'clock when I went 7:15-ish, when I'm getting everything set up for our LTE live stream, would have been fine. And I've also held companies where you hold them too long and it legit could have just faded away on me at those levels, right? So I feel like I handle my risk management very well, as this thing could have sold off just like that, okay? And then we could have been in a whole different conversation today talking about risk management and how I could have did a better job and all that. So that wasn't the case today. Now, SoundHound was another company we traded. And because we traded SoundHound, why did we trade SoundHound? Because it was bullish. Over the last couple of days, it's been bullish, pushing up from $12 to 17, and now kind of forming this 3 stages of reversal here with kind of a middle, kind of a bull trap, fake out, and then pushing up again to those highs of 1760. Now, 1760 is a fantastic level for profits here, and that's exactly where it hit. Okay, now it retested this support just now and it broke that support now that we're doing this recap. So this is no longer a valid area of support or resistance. Okay, so I knew this morning coming in like, hey, okay, this is what I'm seeing. It's starting to go up, starting to rise. We could probably get rejected at 1675. If it gets rejected at 1675, I will buy. And that's exactly what I did. I bought at 1675. It pushed up to 1690. By the time I hit the buy button, I bought at 1693. I missed almost 20 cents of the move. And then I went to go buy again. It pushed up to 1714, 1725. I wanted to add more when it hit 1714. And what did I do? I sold. I sold my 10 shares at 1710 by accident when I was trying to add to my position as it went up. And that's okay. Hey, we locked in a couple of profits. And good thing we did, because I ended up buying again at 1704, 1714, thinking this was going to get a nice retest on the moving average. Bought a couple more at 1696, and it didn't. For almost the entire trading session, I waited for it to break even, okay? And I was down. I think I was down like the entire amount I made on the day. I made $20, and within a few minutes on the live stream, I was down the entire. I think I was down like 10 or 15 bucks. It's like, okay, I only have $5 today in profit. And so I was thinking about it, hey, if this breaks the moving average, maybe I'll sell. And I was like, well, no, let's wait. Let's wait and see if it breaks support. So support was like right at 1652-ish pre-market all morning. And I was like, if it holds it, you know what, we're good. And it did. It held support. And again, we could be having a whole different conversation if this went the other way. I would have cut my losses. We would only been up like $5, and that would have been that, right? But we waited. We knew that we had a trade plan, and we waited for it to come back up. I sold at 1714 right here because there was just so much consolidation right there at that level. Do you guys see these candles here? A lot of sellers at 1715. I locked in at 1714, and sure enough, it retested that VWAP moving average, pushed up to 1745, came back down to 1711, and ripped up to 1765. That, guys, was another trade that we could have taken if not selling at 1714, having close to $700 in it, making 3% more. We'd be a 21, like another $20 on this trade. So I missed out on $170 on the first one and missed out on another $20 on this one by selling too early and locking in profits a little soon. And that's okay. We want to lock in profits. When something's not going in our favor, look at these candles. 1, 2, 3, 4 candles after I sold at that peak, which means I would have had to wait even longer or manage my emotion to not sell at these levels for it to push up more. And hey, that's something that I could work on. That's why we do these live day trading sessions with you. That's why we do the recap videos with you, because not only does it help you learn from my mistakes and my successes, but it really does solidify my trade plan, my style of trading. It really showcases my own knowledge and understanding of why I did something, even just an hour or two ago, and how I can reflect on it now, what I can do to be better and improve, so that way moving forward next week, next month, next year, 10 years from now, this is no longer going to be as stressful or as big of a struggle. It'll be like second nature, like riding a bike. And that's what I want for you guys too. We're starting to see a lot more success and a lot more profitability this year than last year, and last year before years before that. Every year we become a little more and more profitable, a lot more consistent, and that's all that we want to do, guys. That's why I'm here. If you guys have questions, reach out to me via Discord. First link in the description. Again, 100% free access. 100% free lifetime access. You'll never get charged a monthly subscription fee, but there may be a time I have to do a paid membership. You guys will be safe. So get in now, sign up, get that free access, because it may not be free for long. We're throwing out a lot of great content, a lot of great value, and I want to make sure that we all are getting paid for our time. All right. And it also helps take away some of the spammers, scammers, and all the people who come in here and troll, who don't even trade, who just like to talk crap. So it also helps eliminate that. If you could, people want to pay $10, $20, $50 for a lifetime access, $100 for lifetime access, guys. We're talking you get me every single morning, Monday through Friday, for life, until like the day I die or something, or the day you die, or whoever comes first. So that's my thought process moving forward. I'm so excited to get it started and share all of this with you. It's more than just a trading show. It's more like a community and a family once you get in. So hope you guys enjoyed. I appreciate your time. Thanks for the recap. And again, you can go watch today's live day trading session for free. Go check it out. It's in the Learn to Earn playlist, or check out the Discord. It's in our live trading session chat room. So check it out. Thank you for your time. And let's all remember to end the year on a green note. See you later, traders.